Today we're gonna be talking about Genshin Impact, which is a super popular co-op game. I don't want to say MMO because I'm pretty sure that it's advertised as an MMO, but it's like up to 4-person co-op game with very aggressive microtransactions. If anything, it's a gacha game. Gacha games are all about very random rewards, with rewards sometimes, having a higher chance of giving you something nice to spend a lot of money. And these kind of gacha games used to be a mobile thing. Like, this is about as predatory as the West has seen in a very long time in a PC game. And I have a fear that this is gonna set a precedent to how these games are gonna go. Now, I do not play Genshin Impact. In fact, one of my friends recommended it to me, and my answer when I heard the word gacha was immediately, no. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. With the whole MMO industry turned into this, my choice as a consumer would be, I ain't touching the MMO industry with a 10-foot pole. However, as a person that used to enjoy MMOs and kinda still do, but I'm on a break from all of them. I'm kinda burned out on that, so yeah, I'm on a break from all of them. Considering that this was something it's enjoyable to me, I don't want to see that whole section turn into this. So when I see something like this, and it being very popular, every alarm bell that I have in my brain goes off at once. But anyways, the article that we're gonna be discussing is Polygon's The Genshin Impact Saga of a YouTuber's $2,000 blowout. Now, this is an important thing to note, that it wasn't just like $2,000 that he spent, it was actually $7,200. It was actually $7,200 in total. $2,000 was just trying to max out one character, which you don't need to do like at all. However, he also said he made over $7,300 from a single video about tips for the game. He just felt like he was influencing people to spend these amounts. Now, if you look at the comment section on Twitter, they're really defensive about the game and its monetization practices. This is all written as if Genshin Impact is the first game with gacha system. It's the same system that has been in games for ages, and now Mitash's fault for playing a popular game that people might spend money on. He's trying to steer people to go free to play, always has. I would try and steer people to stay away from these trashes. Not the YouTuber, the game. In case anyone misreads my statement. Popular YouTuber Michael Mitash went viral after dropping $2,000 to buy a character named Klee in free-to-play game Genshin Impact. Not long after spending these thousands of dollars, the Canadian YouTuber uploaded another video stating he regretted all of it, and adding salt to the wound, he now believed the character sucks. The thumbnails, while provocative when lined up to one another, didn't tell the whole story. You can't get the entire tale from watching the videos now either, because he deleted some of them following backlash from viewers. Speaking to Polygon over Discord, Tash says that the money had all come from his YouTube earnings from covering Genshin Impact. It was, in other words, a business expense that did not reflect on how deeply the gacha game cut into his wallet. But this series of events sparked heated discourse over Genshin Impact, its business practices, and how exploitative a gacha game can be when there's less than 1% chance of winning any given powerful character. In follow-up videos, Tash claimed that viewers warned him that he may have a gambling addiction, though he denied to Polygon that this was the case. Instead, Tash says he felt like the game was scummy from the start, though he failed to reconcile during our conversation why he chose to move forward with the game anyway. A different YouTuber, Tectone, responded with an explanation as to why he chooses to whale in gacha games by spending huge amounts of money in them. As he told it, he once did have a problem spending all his money in gacha games, at one point allegedly even going homeless because of it. But when he discovered YouTubers who spent thousands of dollars in gacha games, his approach allegedly changed. The curiosity that drove me to spend so much money on these games was absolutely null and void, because I would see them spend all this money, I would see how angry they would be, Dictone says during the video. Yet now he is making a living by making videos where he spends shit tons of money on gacha games. So I don't know, take that with like a grain of salt, I guess. Like, if he had a gambling problem to a point where he ran himself into homelessness, he still has a gambling problem, for he is still gambling, except he's making money on YouTube from gambling, and that is another kinda concerning bit. Where to stand out in the social media clout, by the way, I don't stand out. You have to do pretty shady things. Shady as in covering only drama, for example. That is one way, which I am actively trying to avoid now by diversifying my content and by not staying on one topic for too long, not choosing the too popular topics that everybody's talking about, not trying to only appease to one side, but being truthful to myself, and trying to stay out of YouTuber-created YouTuber drama against other YouTubers, because that is like prime way of getting popular. Like, make never-ending videos about ongoing drama between some sort of e-celebs, call out the e-celebs, get them to mention you in Twitter, start drama with them, continue making videos about now self-created drama. And I often see these exchanges and these like heated exchanges between YouTubers online, and my way of thinking immediately goes with these people are trying to create popularity by pretending to have animosity against each other, which is, that's like, in my books, not a nice tactic, dirty tactic, deal with the devil tactic. Obviously, spend a lot of money on free-to-play games. Apparently. It's kind of like a weird flex, honestly, where the same way as if you had millions and you were filming a series on all of the Mercedes that you have lined up in front of your house, you're probably gonna get a lot of views, for most people don't have access to that, so they will indulge in that access through you. That is just money buying fame. If you're rich, you're famous. You don't need anything else. Honestly, you don't need anything else. Money can buy a lot of things in life, as unfortunate as that is. Another way is selling out to a company, which is what a lot of people are telling me in Bloodlines videos right now that a certain individual has done. Effectively, you get the fame of the views directed from the company to you, but in exchange they have you on a leash. Now, how bad the leash is will vary company to company. EA has like clauses of you like can't say negative shit about our stuff, and they will kinda uninfluencer you if you do, but there's also going to the extremes of you can only upload it to our channel and you can't run your own channel, because that would be like contradictory to our channel and it would be competing. Or I believe it was BuzzFeed that went as far as, we're gonna make sure to not to credit you as a person in the video because all your videos belong to BuzzFeed as you're like a full-on employee. So whatever level of sellout you're doing, it's still sellout and it escalates, but it helps. It really propels people. It really propels people and allows people to make a living out of this. YouTube is a dirty, dirty minefield. It's dirty game to play. It's not clean, it's not honest, it's dirty. And probably a lot of businesses are dirty, now that I think about it. But I don't dabble in a lot of businesses I have employment, but I don't dabble in a lot of businesses. I dabble in Twitch and YouTube, so I have better understanding around those things. And the more they spend, the better. And YouTube creators like Mr. Beast has made a name for themselves by spending vast amounts of money on videos, something that has trickled into gaming space in the form of mass loot box spending. As YouTube expert Chris Stoker-Walker explained to Polygon in a Skype call, spending big bucks helps get views, even if it's for a digital item. Actually, digital items might be more lucrative as a status symbol right now, given that you can still show them off while social distancing. In order to get into those upper echelons of views, you need to stand out, he says. And the way that stand out is ostentatiousness. Stoker Walker explained that on YouTube there is a culture of always trying to outdo the last person and spending money in an easy way to do that. Telling people that you dropped $2,000 on a digital anime girl commands attention, and then telling people you regret doing that maintains it. Effectively, you can have a video mill going on about a single topic very easily. Like, you just drop $10,000 on a video game. Then make every video possible with the character that you now got. Then make every video possible about the odds that you had. Then make every video possible about opening incredible amounts of those loot boxes that you bought with those $10,000, which honestly you probably should have done to begin with. Like, that's like the first video that you make. Then say that you regret it. Then call the video game character shit. You can have, like, videos for 20, 30 days like that, and that is how a lot of these people do it. That is how a lot of these people do it, and that's also, it's problematic to me. For we are encouraging people to wail on badly made games, therefore encouraging the industry to produce more games like these that require you to spend vast amounts of money to feel happy in said video game, which I don't agree with. So yeah, I suppose this is my way of saying that if you can avoid Genshin Impact, by all means, there are many very popular games right now that you can play with your friends that do not require you to spend thousands of dollars, like Among Us, or Phasmophobia, or Fall Guys. It's more like a one purchase and done sort of deal that also became like internet indie multiplayer phenomena recently. So you're not limited to some weird Asian co-op gamey thing. Avoid weird Asian co-op gamey things. Avoid anything that has gacha in it. Don't just like approach your friends, which was something that my friends have done, going, oh, it's not that bad. You can get free currency and you can actually go pretty far with it. I didn't spend a dime. Nice, but not interested. Not alluring. Not something that I want to support. And this is a personal choice. It is a personal choice for a lot of people. But I feel like the more people make the personal choice of, oh, it's you can get pretty far with free-to-play currency, the more we encourage a whole genre to turn into this, and that is quite specifically something that I do not want to see. I wouldn't like to see that, and this isn't like the first video that I'm talking about trends like that. Like, I'm using Xbox Games Pass. I'm using that service. I'm using a subscription service to play video games. But I wouldn't want all video games to turn into a subscription service game. Well, like, you can't buy it outside of a subscription service anymore. I would be a pretty unhappy cookie. And technically, I would have been participating in the creation of this future. So, don't take this as me going, oh, this will definitely happen and you're to blame for it. Take this as me going, I am honestly very concerned. I am just concerned. I can't give you solutions. I am just here to point at this and go, think that might be a problem. Think that might be a problem. So yes, what is your opinion on Genshin Impact? Do you like it? Have you played it? What is your opinion about people spending lucrative amounts of money in order to gain popularity online? I hate it. I hate everything about that last sentence. Just an FYI. But feel free to leave your comments down in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe. I make gaming news videos every single day. And toodaloo!